Hey everyone! So if you're a little bit like me and find yourself drained creatively, maybe this video will give you an idea. So this 2026, I cannot believe it. And most people go to the gym the 1st of January and they try to get in shape. Probably they want to learn a language, and I'm not the exception. I've been feeling, as I said before, very down creatively, and I want to go back to YouTube. I want to go back to, well, all of my creative projects in general, which are a lot. I'm a Renaissance, I don't know if woman, I'm a Renaissance man, so to say. I like a lot of types of art, and I really want to pursue them all. So this year is the year, and I bought myself, you probably heard of this book, The Artist Way, a spiritual path to higher creativity. And it's quite good. I've heard wonderful things from it. Many famous people have used it, and they have posted their progress online, and I want to do the same. So I'm going to be doing this series of videos weekly as a sort of an accountability to tell you what's been going on with me creatively. So it goes week by week, and the first week includes 2 exercises, and I think the first one is the most famous, which is the morning pages. I went across the morning pages, I believe in 2020 during pandemic time, and basically it's basically a brain dump. So you just wake up, and as soon as you wake up, you go and you write down everything that's on your brain for 3 pages, which it may sound like not that much or not that useful at all, but it really helped me, and it really helped me identify some thought patterns that I didn't know I have. I gave it a try in 2020 before knowing what the rest of the book had in there for me as exercises, and I did it again this time. So I started with the diary that I bought in 2020, and I already have quite a bit here. So I have like a lot of written material here, but I would say that this was mainly a dream journal, and I didn't take the concept of morning pages as a brain dump too seriously, and I stopped doing it after a while. So for this one, I bought a much bigger notebook to really fill those 3 pages in, and yeah, here they are. So I don't want to show everything because I guess it's a little bit private, but I decided to start writing every day those 3 pages, and I found some things about myself I had no idea. I found a lot of negative self-talk that I have, and if you have to write these every day, you get sick of yourself, I guess, writing so many negative things. And I quickly changed and started writing more positive things about myself, about my creativity, and everything changed, I guess. I feel much more light. I feel much more, because I'm not thinking about these things, I have much more space on my brain to be able to have original ideas, which is what I think the most basic thing we need for creativity. So I guess that I will continue doing them, and I will report my progress. But so far, I think that the main takeaway from the morning pages is that if there is something that you don't like about yourself, you have to write it. And eventually, to just get tired and just change it. At least this is what happened to me, like the first 2 days of writing. Another thing that the book also recommends that I find very, very nice are the artist dates. The artist dates is taking yourself for a date. It can be anything. It can be a walk on the park, can be I don't know, going out and taking photos, or maybe going to a museum and actually doing something creative. But it doesn't have to be. And in my case, I didn't notice it, but I actually had scheduled a concert, my first concert ever since I moved abroad, ever since I moved to Germany. during this week. So I guess that's what was my artist day. It was a Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon concert, and I just don't know how to describe it. It was an out of body experience. It was fantastic, and after I spent the time there, which were several hours, by the way, it was fantastic. They played everything. I came back home and I just sat there with myself, full of emotion, full of ideas. And the next day I just felt like something fantastic happened to me. Like if I had gone on a very long trip and came back full of ideas, full of new images in my mind. This was what going to the Artist Day was for me, and I cannot wait to do this again next week. But I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing next week because, to be frank, I don't even know yet. I think I'm going to do something a little bit simpler that anybody can do, but I really enjoy spending time by myself, and I think that we should take it ourselves out more on dates, because being by yourself, watching a movie or on a concert or going somewhere where most people go with someone, it's such a nice feeling. I love it so much. I don't know how it is for everyone. Maybe for some people it's uncomfortable, but for me, it was quite nice. And the last thing that I did I did a couple of other things. They have a bunch of exercises here in the book that are kind of optional, and some of these optional exercises, let me take it over here. Oops, there we go. Some of these optional exercises include going into affirmations, and I didn't realize, but while I was writing my morning pages, I started writing affirmations for myself, and I did it just spontaneously. These affirmations really helped me, really grounded me, and made me feel like I was parenting myself again. Like we are our own parent in a way. We are parenting our inner child. We are the adult that our inner child needs. And these affirmations worked wonders for me. I just did them spontaneously. I didn't write them down or anything. I just did them throughout my day, and they helped me out a lot. I don't know if this is for everyone, but it really helped me out. Another thing that I also did was to try and find like the villain in my life at different stages of my life. And I realized, this is a very interesting thing, but I realized that the enemy in my life, the underminer, the one that is always trying to push you down, was not anyone in particular, but a situation in particular. While doing my morning pages, I realized that I'm very uncomfortable during family gatherings where we have to eat and talk. I just really don't know why. I feel like everybody is asking you questions like, oh, you lost some weight. Why are you so skinny? Or, oh, you know what? You've been dating for quite a while. And when are you going to get married? And I guess that's something that is very funny in a way. And it happens a lot during this time of the year, when the year ends and the new year starts. But I never realized how much these meetings harm my creativity, because many of the times I could have been creative. I spent thinking about what should I answer to this uncle, this aunt, or whoever, this family friend that is telling me this. How should I answer to this person? And this is just useless. This is useless because I waste my energy thinking about that, and I could be creative. But I would have probably never realized if it weren't because of the morning pages. So I think I'm going to keep doing this exercise because I'm realizing stuff that I never even thought about. And the final thing that I'm going to be doing is this accountability. We have to be accountable for ourselves every time the week ends. And this is my way to be accountable for myself. I want to take a look at these videos and know how I change creatively every single week. and I want to do it unscripted. So this is going to be very me rambling about many things. So if you're not comfortable with that, I'm so sorry, but this is what's going to be. I'm going to do other videos also, but this is going to be a very important part of myself. For one, getting comfortable in front of the camera, and two, also being authentic, which I guess is the whole point of the artist way, right? So I guess that's it for today's video, and we're going to see each other next week with the exercises and the insights I bring from my exercises in week 2. So see you then.